Happy Sunday! I'm the supplier, and this is Sunday Book Stack for November 30th. I'm not going to make it December yet. 2014. So clearly it's been a while since I've done a Sunday Book Stack because, well, school, but I've been off for a week and I haven't done anything. So I thought I would make a video today just because I haven't done one in a while and I thought it would be fun. So I figured I would do a November wrap-up December TBR because it's November 30th and that seems appropriate. So originally I had 3 books on my November TBR. These 3 books right here. And I finished 2 of them. So the 2 that I finished that I'd planned to read were Fire and Ash by Jonathan Maberry. It's the last book in the Benny series. It was awesome, a satisfying ending because everything is wrapped up, but it's not perfect, and I like that. And I did a sticky note review. I'll link to it in the description box or whatever. And Champion by Marie Lu. And also a satisfying ending. I was pleased, sort of pleased, with the ending, because it's not perfect happily ever after. I think I did a sticky note review for that one too, because they take less time than writing a full review. And those were 2 of the 3 series that I wanted to finish last month. The other physical book that I finished was Revolution by Deborah Wiles, which is all kinds of fun. It's a documentary novel. It's the second of the documentary novels that she's written. The first one was Countdown. And the neat thing about it, I'll show you, is that she uses primary source text from the 60s to put the novel in context instead of trying to describe the 60s. She just uses stuff from the 60s to immerse the reader in both the history and the story, which I love. And I'm not a huge historical fiction fan, but I can read the crap out of these. In ebook on Oyster, I read Tooth and Nail. It is also by Jonathan Maberry, and it kind of got me back into the Benny world before I read Fire and Ash, which was rather convenient if you ask me, because I usually go back and read all of the books in the series, but there are 3 books in that series, and I'm trying to read things that I haven't already read instead of rereading things, because, yeah, I like to reread, but they're just so many books and not enough time. And then Tracy and I listened to Station 11, which I want to reread, because I kept falling asleep on it and I think I missed some things. What I did hear was enjoyable and interesting and hopeful about, you know, our potential in a not post-apocalyptic, but post-pandemic Earth place. I also read, I love how the thing changes, I also read Lord of Opium by Nancy Farmer. It's the sequel to House of the Scorpion. Also a satisfying ending. I think it brings up interesting questions about science and scientific advancements, medical ethics, and about the whole concept of nature versus nurture and how much our experiences shape us. So those are the books I read in November. What did you read in November that you didn't tell me about already? Because I have conversations with some of you people, which is cool. And now on to my December TBR. I can't even tell you before I start this how many books I have on my TBR, because I don't think there are that many. But the ones that I am planning on reading, and not the ones that I just kind of stumble about incidentally, Rose Under Fire, which was in my November TBR. It is a sequel to, or a companion novel to Codename Verity, which made me cry. And one of the characters shows back up, so it's the same. I thought it was going to be set in America because the pilot is an American, but it is not. So Maddie, who is in Codename Verity, makes a reappearance here at the beginning of the novel. I have a feeling that she's gonna break my heart again, like she did with Codename Verity. But that's okay, because reading sad books is cathartic. I forgot to mention when I did the other part, which I could just cut over there, but I won't. I read Frankenstein with the Nerdfighteria Online Book Club, and I'd never read Frankenstein before, and it was awesome. And I'll link to our video. Jessica and I from the Nerdfighteria Online Book Club talked about Frankenstein and about inside jokes and why to read classic literature and all that fun stuff. Well, I think it's fun. I might be a literature nerd. With the Nerdfighteria online book club for November, our book was A Tree Grows in Brooklyn, which I haven't read yet. So Rose Under Fire, A Tree Grows in Brooklyn, and Blue Lily Lily Blue. It is the third book in the Raven cycle by Maggie Stiefvater. And I love this world. I am so excited to go back to it because I haven't been there in a while. So those are the 3 books that I am planning on reading in December. I will probably read more because school ends, university ends in 2 weeks. And also Tracy and I just bought a bunch of new audiobooks. We're driving to the Midwest, so we will be reading audiobooks or listening to audiobooks or whatever. What are you planning on reading in December? Let me know in the comments and I will see you there soon. Until then, I am the supplier wishing you happy reading. Don't forget to be awesome.